the strange sounds that were picked up by the crew of Apollo 10? The crew of Apollo 10 remembered hearing a strange space music while orbiting the far side of the moon. The peculiar incident, which took place about 2 months before the historic moon landing of Apollo 11, had come as a surprise for the astronauts of Apollo 10, who debated whether or not to communicate with NASA what they had experienced. See also, the mysterious tower on the far side of the moon described as strange music from another world coming through the radio module of Apollo. The abnormal audio is understood to have been recorded during the tour of the ship by the dark side of the moon, where all radio signal and visual contact with Earth is lost for up to an hour. The recording of the conversation between the 3 astronauts indicates that they heard sounds they probably had never before heard. The music even sounds like the exterior space. It is not like this. Do you hear that? Is that hissing sound? Yes. Who? It sounds like, and subs, type music from outer space. The mysterious case, which had been locked up in the archives of NASA until relatively recently, is the subject of an upcoming television series Science Channel titled NASA's Unexplained Files. NASA. This series analyzes all possible explanations of this strange event, for example, concerning the influence of our magnetic field or atmosphere in the radio signal. But the problem is that the moon has no magnetic field and its atmosphere is not powerful enough to cause such an effect. The crew of Apollo 10 was used to this kind of sound. The logic tells me that if they recorded something there, then there is something there, says Al Worden, Apollo 15 astronaut, a Science Channel. NASA will prevent the information from reaching the public, if it considers that it is for the sake of it himself. Transcripts of the Apollo 10 mission were classified and well guarded by NASA until recent years, generating much debate as to the origin and nature of the space music heard by astronauts. I do not know what happened until years after the incident, and when you find it's an old memory, then you ask if there is someone or something up there. If behind the moon you hear strange sounds on your radio knowing that it is impossible come from Earth, then what else can you think? Says Worden.